Crutch and walked away, but Karma was waiting for him. It was a busy afternoon downtown, the streets alive with honking horns, rushing feet, and hurried conversations. Among the crowd moved a young girl, no more than 12 years old, struggling slightly as she leaned heavily on a worn wooden crutch. Her left leg was wrapped tightly in a cast, and each step she took was a careful negotiation with pain. From the other side of the sidewalk came Darren, a man known for his sharp suits, sharper tongue, and total lack of patience for anything that slowed him down. Today, he was already late for a meeting he barely cared about, so when he spotted the girl slowing the flow of pedestrian traffic ahead, irritation flared in him like a match. Without hesitation, Darren veered toward her. As he passed, he deliberately kicked the bottom of her crutch, sending it clattering to the ground. The girl stumbled, gasping, and fell hard onto the pavement. Some people nearby shouted in shock, but Darren just smirked and kept walking, proud of himself for clearing the way. He didn't bother to look back. As Darren crossed the next intersection, still smug, a street vendor, a tall man with thick arms and a no-nonsense expression, stepped into his path. "Hey!" the vendor barked. "You think you can just hurt a kid and walk away?" Before Darren could respond, the vendor grabbed him by the collar. Darren struggled, shouting threats about lawsuits and police, but the commotion had already drawn a crowd. Someone had recorded the whole thing, the kick, the fall, the smirk, and it was already flashing across nearby phones. Minutes later, 2 police officers arrived. Witnesses eagerly pointed out Darren, describing the cruelty they'd seen. The girl, her tears dried now, bravely told her story while an older woman helped her stand. Darren tried to explain it away as an accident, but the video showed otherwise. The officers was handcuffed on the spot and charged with assault. But Karma wasn't done yet. The video went viral within hours. Darren's face was plastered across social media with headlines like "Businessman assaults injured child" and "When arrogance meets instant justice." His employer, desperate to distance itself from the scandal, fired him before the day ended. No law firm wanted to represent him. No job interview ended in anything but rejection. Meanwhile, donations flooded in for the little girl to replace her old crutch with a better one and to cover her medical expenses. Messages of support came from around the world, and she smiled brightly in photos, stronger than ever. As for Darren, he was left sitting alone in his small apartment, scrolling through hundreds of angry comments, realizing too late that one cruel moment had cost him everything. Karma had been watching, and it didn't miss a thing. Would you also like a longer version with even more twists? Maybe he meets her again.